Welcome back to another 90 Day Fiancé recap. Let's talk about Happily Ever After Season 9, Episode 6. And this is going to be kind of like a low-key recap because I don't have much energy and my brain is fried. I had a very long day. I'm exhausted. And it is 8:30 p.m. and I'm already tired. I am ready for bed. But I need to get this done so I can hand it in to my editor. Honestly, he keeps me, like having an editor keeps me in line with getting things done at a certain time because I know somebody else is waiting for me. And if I don't get whatever I need to get done, then he can't get whatever he needs to get done. So yeah, I honestly, like, I love this editor. Hopefully we can work together for a very long time. But yeah, the energy is low today. Okay, so hopefully my editor will spice things up and try to make things funny because I just don't have the energy to be funny.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
Yeah, so anyway, let's begin. Welcome back to another 90 Day Fiancé recap. Let's talk about Happily Ever After Season 9, Episode 6. And I chose this filter today with the crazy hair because my brain feels fried. So every time I have a headache or my brain isn't braining, I'm going to choose this filter. Without further ado, let's get into the recap, starting with Jasmine and Gino. Natalie is in Michigan. Yay! Gino's at a flower shop sniffing the shit out of these flowers. He's assaulting them with his nose. I've never seen anybody sniff flowers that intensely. Maybe he can't smell that well. I don't know, but his nose was all up in there.
Love the small flowers.
He ends up getting a pink bouquet of flowers for Natalie, which I thought was very sweet. And then he goes to pick her up at her hotel. He goes into her hotel room, and there's just this random ass hot tub in the middle of the room next to the bed. It wasn't even in the bathroom. It was just out there in the room. I was so confused. I'm like, why would she get a hotel room with a hot tub? What? And why would there be a hot tub in the room? I don't know.
These are beautiful. Look, they match my dress.
I know, look at that.
Yes.
I am glad you like them.
I love them.
But she was like, hey, I have a hot tub, let's get in. But then I realized, oh, they're getting in the hot tub.
I need to get into the hot tub. I'll get ready. You get the water hot, get the bubbles going, and
Yeah.
let's get in the hot tub.
Natalie gets down in her swimsuit and he's very happy with what he sees. She's got a great big ass, because I love big asses. And she's got nice, big, beautiful, gorgeous breasts and a very pretty face.
Yay! Natalie is like smoking hot.
So then Gino gets in his swimsuit and shows us everything that he has to offer, which is, the hat. The hat's really nice.
Come on.
But
They get in the bathtub and they basically almost drown in the bubbles because Gino made so many bubbles. And Natalie asks him to stay the night. Wink, wink.
What do you think about, like, no pressure or anything, but, like, do you want to stay over?
But Gino gently declines. According to him, he still feels married. Which, by the way, makes absolute no sense because they're in an open marriage that they both agreed to. And according to Gino, another reason why he can't get intimate right now with Natalie is because whenever he looks at her, he thinks of Jasmine.
it kind of feels like I'm still married. These thoughts I'm getting with Jasmine in my head, and then I look at Natalie and she looks like Jasmine and can't like put the moves on Natalie.
Okay, here's a dating tip 101. Don't ever tell the person that you're dating that they remind you of your ex.
Yeah, it really sucks.
Natalie's disappointed, and then she asks him, do you still love Jasmine? Honestly, no, that's not the case at all. I don't love Jasmine, but it just feels weird. Why do you feel weird when you don't have any feelings for her? Jasmine's still my wife, so I just need some time, okay? I can't get intimate, and I'm so sorry, but Jasmine is still my wife. Okay. I mean, in Viegus, you were totally down, but now you're being so reserved, but okay.
Well, then why do you feel like?
in
Then
love
why
with
do you
her.
feel like you have to have?
It's almost like guiltiness.
But why?
Because I was in this relationship for 4 years, I poured my heart out.
What do you think his deal is? I do not believe for a second that it's because of Jasmine. I think it's because He can't get it up. He can't get turned on. He can't get excited unless he has his favorite thing in the world, Porn. So he goes back home, they meet up the morning after, and he takes her out around Michigan to show her around. But her vibe is a little off and he can sense it, so he asks her if she's upset that he didn't stay the night.
So you're not upset that I didn't stay the night last night, are you? I hope not.
And she admits that she was very disappointed because she came all the way here to see him and to meet his family. And he's like, okay, I understand and I appreciate you and blah, 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 blah. Let's just enjoy the party tonight with my family. Cheers. You know what? Okay, yeah. I'm excited to meet them. Cheers.
Have fun.
Agreed. Let's cheers.
Cheers to
All
that.
right. To tonight.
To tonight.
Then he drops an itty-bitty bomb on her and tells her that Jasmine is going to be at the party because Michelle invited her. But if it were up to him, he would have never invited her.
Jasmine to come to the party. Why couldn't Michelle ask me, is it okay if I invite Jasmine to the party? I would say no.
I think it's cap. I think he's gonna love the two women fighting over him. And I mean, I can't even believe I said that sentence. Two women are fighting over Gino. What world are we living in?
Oh, hell no!
Two women, and two very gorgeous, beautiful women are fighting over him. She's like, okay. And he's like, I'm just letting you know that Jasmine is very jealous. How jealous? You'll see.
I don't know. She's unpredictable.
So they get to the party. His whole family is there. Everybody meets her. The cousins, aunts, uncles, family, friends, everybody. Michelle's like, oh, it's so nice to meet you. By the way, you know that Jasmine's like my best friend, right? And Gino, didn't you have dinner with her the other night?
I mean, you guys just actually went out and had dinner, not that last week. I'm really not trying to cause trouble.
Natalie's like, what? You didn't tell me this. No, we didn't have dinner. We just met at the bar. So then everyone's telling Gino that he has to make it perfectly clear to Jasmine that he is over this marriage and that he is going to move on. And Natalie absolutely agrees. Now Jasmine enters the party and she is angry. She considers Natalie a mistress.
I'm dying to meet this.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
Hello, did you forget about the open marriage that you wanted? So is Matt your side hoe too? Like, the math ain't mathin'. So she goes in there with Matt, she clocks Natalie and Gino, walks over there and says, oh, I didn't know this was a stripper party. Jasmine, why would you say that? Oh, so you brought the horse from Vegas. And Natalie is pissed.
Enemy spotted.
She walks right up to Jasmine and she's like, oh, really? And then Jasmine immediately pushes her and then they get into a fight and I'm like, Jasmine, what the fork? And she keeps calling her a prostitute whore.
Why are we bringing the horse from Vegas? Oh, really?
You should watch your mouth.
Don't touch her.
You prostitute, you whore, you prostitute, you're nothing but a prostitute, you whore. Everybody in Michigan knows that you're a whore, you dirty little whore. I mean, she is provoking her to the max and it worked like a charm because Natalie was provoked. I mean, she was so mad.
Don't you relax. Don't you listen. No. You whore. Get off me.
I couldn't help but to laugh because this whole thing was so ridiculous and it was so funny. And Jasmine, it's just so ironic that Jasmine is calling Natalie a whore. And she didn't even do anything wrong. She is seeing Gino in an open marriage that she proposed onto her husband. Like, it just, none of this makes sense. How the hell is she gonna call Natalie a whore and a prostitute for doing exactly what she's doing? Participating in an open marriage. That was so mean and nasty and kind of funny. I'm sorry, I was living for the drama, honestly. And I know I'm a Jasmine apologist, but I just like her. I don't agree with what she did today, okay, in this episode. I think it was really mean. She should have not said those things because Natalie didn't do anything wrong. But I appreciated the drama.
He's over here.
Jasmine's objective that night was to piss Natalie off as much as she could. And she just repeated, you whore, everyone in Michigan knows you're a whore. Oh my God, you're a whore, you're so dirty, you're a slut, you're a prostitute.
Prostitute! You were from Vegas! Whore! Everybody
Oh my god, how does anyone even have that much energy? Couldn't be me, because I have no energy. Apparently, I need to eat more protein because I'm on a GLP-1 medication, which unfortunately eats away at all your muscles. And I'm no better than Gino because I will microwave a lot of my food. But there's one thing I know for sure. The food that I microwave is a hell of a lot better tasting and better for you than the frozen crap that Gino's microwaving and eating, because I eat Factor. They send fresh, never frozen, chef-crafted meals right to your door. I used to get their calorie smart meals, but this time I opted for their high protein ones because they have over 30 grams of protein per meal. They have over 35 meals a week to choose from, plus snacks, smoothies, juices, and even gourmet options if you're feeling a little fancy. Or maybe you have a date that you want to impress and you can pretend that you cooked it for them. And the best part, it's ready in 2 minutes. I just pop them in the microwave and bam, dinner served. Honestly, it's a lifesaver for me, and my sister brings one to lunch when she goes to work. We love their juices too. We've tried several different juices from different companies, and Factor's taste the best. If you want to give them a try, head over to factor75.com or scan the QR code or click the link below and use code 50mythoughts to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first Factor box. That's code 50mythoughts at factor75.com for 50% off and free shipping on your first Factor box. And thank you, Factor, for sponsoring this video. And this is basically what Rob and the other guys did at the tell-all for The Last Resort. She's doing the same thing that they did to her, to Natalie. And Natalie didn't even do anything wrong. But according to Jasmine, Natalie had this look.
Oh my god.
You show her.
Yeah.
But you know what's crazy? Gino's entire family was loving it. They were hyping Jasmine up. They were cheering her on. They're on her side. They were laughing. They were giggling. They were giving her a high five. They were all rallying around her. I was like, what? What is going on? Oh my god.
Where'd she go?
Yeah, where does she go? Bring her. Bring her.
So Jasmine's talking to his family about how Natalie's a whore because Gino's a married man and she's his wife. What? Okay, she's completely losing me here. That was her agreement. She has Matt and he has Natalie. Oh. I think the reason why she was actually so mad was when she saw her, she realized, oh, this lady is actually really pretty. She is competition, and he might actually leave me for her. And so she couldn't take it. Gino's outside with Natalie while she is going off. She's like, Jasmine, that stupid, ugly whore. She's the one who's a whore. Half of her fillers, she's all filled up with plastic shit, and half of her fillers are in the wrong place.
The fake ass plastic, half the face doesn't even have the right amount of filler. She calls me a whore.
She was really mad, like really mad. And he's very apologetic. He's like, I'm so sorry that this happened to you, Natalie. And then she turns it around on Gino, which, by the way, period, it was so satisfying. And she goes off on Gino. This is on you, Gino. This is what happens when you don't make it clear. You made this happen, Gino. This is your fault. This is not how I want to live my life. I want no part in this ever again. This is unacceptable.
I don't want any part of it.
I understand.
This is not acceptable.
It was so damn satisfying. I was like, period, Natalie. Gino's off to the side looking all nervous. He's like, I don't know what I do. I thought it was hilarious how pissed off Natalie was, and I couldn't help but to laugh the entire time she was raging. Now let's move on to Darcey and Georgi. It's a brand new day. Georgi and Darcey don't want to fight anymore, so he takes her to this beautiful castle. Darcey, even though I can't build you a castle right now, you are my princess. Thank you, Georgi. I sure do feel like your Bulgarian princess now. Give me a kiss, Georgi. And while they're kissing in their confessional, she looks so into it, and he just doesn't. It looked like he was holding his breath and tightening his lips. Like there was no chemistry.
That's a friend.
So they're walking and they make it to the top of the castle, and then they talk about their communication issues. I want to know more things about you, Georgi. You've got a promotion at work and you never told me, Georgi. Oh my god, Darcey, you need to chill out.
It'd be nice to know like what my husband does. I want to be proud. Be like, yeah, my husband's the director of operations.
Can you chill? Here to enjoy or not to deal with your issues?
Oh, and then they get into another argument. A mini one, though, probably because neither of them wanted to get pushed off the mountain. And then they quickly make up with a kiss because he basically shuts her up by saying, I just want to enjoy this time with you, Darcey. I want to show you my culture. Let's not fight. I love you, my queen. Okay, Georgi. And then they kiss.
Obituary, let's go. Cool.
Later that night, they meet up with Georgie's friends at a bar, and Darcey has a nip slip because she has this ginormous hole in the center of her top. And he was telling his friends that he doesn't want her to dress like a sloot whore when she meets his parents. And then they all look over to see what she's wearing, but her hair is covering her top. So then he moves her hair out of the way with his hand, and then she has a nip slip. And his friends are like, oh, whoa, okay.
And also, I want to make sure, like, she don't dress like that.
Good. I want to look fabulous. I'm good, baby.
He seemed like he was in a good mood, though, and Darcey reassures him that she's not going to wear anything like this when she meets his parents.
I don't want her to show to, like, just to my parents, you know?
Obviously,
like other
I
people.
wouldn't.
Like...
I'm not going to be like, hey, Mom, hey, Dad, what you cooking? Don't worry about it. Trust me with that.
Stop it. Get some help.
Let's move on to Cara and Guillermo. Cara is rehearsing for her new single. She and Guillermo are still living separately, but she's still hoping that he's going to show up to her performance to support her.
To be there for me and show up for me and support me. If Guillermo can't show up, it's going to be really hard to come back from.
Now it's finally time for her to perform, and he's not there. He doesn't show up. He's actually at work. And then he tells his coworker about why he's not going. And he doesn't like the music, point blank period. He does not like the crowd. He doesn't like the environment. He doesn't like how everybody's drinking. He doesn't like the clothes that she wears because, you know, it's like a pop star outfit. It shows a lot of her skin. And he just doesn't want any part of it.
I'm not gonna be part of the possible that could be going on in Kara's life. How would you say it? Sketchy? Sketchy.
Now, I can understand where he's coming from, but what's really annoying is that when he met her, she was a dancer. She was dancing at the clubs. So why is it that he, very much like Brandon, meets a spicy dancer, marries them, and then wants them to suddenly change and become their version of what a mother/wife should be? That's annoying. I can't wait until they decide that they're getting a divorce and their marriage is over. And I really hope that Cara goes on the single life because she is so pretty. I would love to watch her date. Moving on to Tiger Lily and Adnan.
I'm so excited today because we're shopping for a dua.
So they get to the place, and inside of this place looks like the inside of Stevie's house. Remember Stevie with the boobs everywhere?
Dog, even the table, it have a boobs. What is a place you bring me?
The doulas greet them. Adnan feels really weird being there. He's offered a glass of water that ended up being in the same fridge as some rando's placenta. Adnan's very thrown off. He's like, what is this place? Why are there boobs everywhere?
These ladies are very experienced with placenta and making them into pills so I can eat it after giving birth, baby.
Now, I know this has become a very popular practice of eating placenta because people think that it has many health benefits. But honestly, I looked this up. There's no scientific proof or evidence that it actually does anything. But whatever floats your boat, I guess. Now, Adnan thinks Americans are crazy for eating placenta.
It has a lot of vitamins, baby, and it's not like I'm going to take a chunk out of it and eat it. They're encapsulating it.
And he's like, okay. Then they show them a little bit of the process, and Adnan gets completely grossed out by it.
I'm not throw up. I don't know what I'm feeling. When you see lizard or something, to make in the house.
But it's like, whatever. I mean, placenta is an organ. People eat organs, you know, whatever. I personally don't care, but he was very grossed out by it. And that's all the notes I have. I feel like I'm missing a lot. My notes were pretty short. I don't know. If I'm missing a whole chunk of stuff, I'm so sorry. And that's all I have for you guys today. It was a pretty low-key, boring episode. What did you guys think? Let me know all your thoughts. Honestly, the best part of this episode, because I skipped Libby, Andre, and Lauren, Alexi, and Yara and Jovi. I will say, though, every time I fast forward and I see Yara's face, I'm like, oh my God, she looks so gorgeous. I asked you guys in my last episode recap, what you guys think Yara did. And you guys came up with some great answers. By the way, I went to go get a facial today. It was a self-care day. And I went to go get a facial and I was just like looking at my face and telling the esthetician what I didn't like about my face. Like I felt like my face was drooping a lot, especially with the weight loss and age. And she told me, oh, and I had told her like, I think I need a mini facelift or something like that. And she was like, no, there's this thing called threading that you do. And I don't know how they do it. I don't really ask in detail, but they basically, actually, I don't know what they do, but they basically use threads and lift, but it's not permanent. It's temporary. So that's an option. So maybe Yara got something like that because her face is definitely lifted, but it's done so well and it's very subtle. And I feel like she got a lip lift. That's another thing that I'm looking into, but I also don't want to look weird like this. We'll see. Anyway, the best part of this episode was definitely Jasmine versus Natalie. It was an absolute shit show, which I loved. And yeah, that's all I have for today. Don't forget to check out factor75.com or scan the QR code to get half off your first Factor box. And I hope you guys have a beautiful week. Look out for my Hunt for Love recap because that's going to be next. And I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.
It's a recap. It's a recap.